if you are utilizing just one agent to do all your tasks in the project, then at one point of time, you start facing the problem of context rot because there would be too much files for one particular agent to handle and decide like what exactly it has to do. Now, the better approach for this would be just to invoke the subagents for different tasks. Like you may have to do certain exploration in your project, which can be assigned to one particular subagent. If you want to scan the logs, that can be done through another subagents. For test scenario, there could be another subagent. So the advantage in this case would be, first of all these tasks are independent. So you can offload all these tasks from your main thread. Your main thread is not going to get bloated and it's not going to fill the main agent context window. When the sub agent is going to generate all this output, then it's going to be basically the summary of all this analysis, which is going to come in the main thread. So now the main agent would have the idea what exactly is happening in all these areas, and it doesn't have to do everything from scratch because the sub agents are going to have their own playground. It is going to have their own context window, so they can work totally independently from the main agent, and main agent can orchestrate all these tasks to the sub agents. And when the task is done, then main agent can aggregate all this and provide the final output to the user rather than sub agents providing the specific task output to the user. Now the thing is where exactly you are going to use the subagent. So definitely the subagents are going to be useful in read, habit and independent tasks because you can invoke n number of subagents, and when the task is done, they are going to provide the summaries to the main agent. But we have to avoid a scenario where we have a shared code and we have invoked certain subagents which are going to perform certain writes because it can create a lot of contract. So there are multiple ways to invoke the subagents. We can pass the instruction in our agent and claude.md file. So here you can see the code review sections of agent.md, and here we are saying when asked to review a code, always use a subagent with read only access. So just by writing this also, we can invoke the subagents. And same pattern we can follow in our skill.md file also whenever we are creating skills. So wherever required, we can pass instructions like this. So in this case, you can see it's a review skill. And whenever actually we are invoking a review, we want like all this review to be happened independently where the parallel agents don't have a context what exactly is suggested by another agent. As we know, like in code, we can have multiple things to review. So you can have agent just for the security review, one for the performance, one for the style review. So we can just pass certain instructions like this and it can do the task. But there is another easier way to invoke the agent, which I'm going to show in this particular demo. In this case, you can say I'm in Codex, and what I can do is I can just select my project over here, and this particular project has too many files, and I need to do like certain kind of review. So rather than creating any kind of file, because here I just want to invoke it in the ad hoc manner, so I can pass certain instructions like this. And in this case, you can see I'm just asking, okay, launch 4 parallel sub-agents and to audit the code base. And these are going to be the criteria. So one particular agent is going to focus on code quality and architecture. Another is going to focus on UX and accessibility. Another is going to focus on monetization growth opportunity. And one is going to be focused on security and performance. You can just define a number of criteria over here, and based on that, you can decide how many subagents you have to invoke it. All these agents are going to do their work independently. So what I'm asking, once your task is done, you have to return findings with the severity ratings and then merge everything into single prioritized markdown report and generate a standalone interactive HTML dashboard summarizing the top 10 action items. The last line is something which is going to be handled by this main thread or main agent. So I'm just going to go ahead and submit it. And same thing I can do in my Claude as well. So I'm in Claude Code. So I do have a Claude desktop app. So rather than invoking from CLI, I'm just going to invoke it here. I have selected same project in this case as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and pass the same instructions. And I have selected model Sonnet 5 with the high effort. And I have submitted this. Now, in both cases, you can see we don't have to pass specific command to invoke the subagents. It's just the through conversation, actually, we can invoke it. So same thing is going to be applicable in Claude and same thing is going to be applicable in Codex. And in this case, you can see it has just went over the instructions and it is creating agent. So here, if I click on this, you can see the instruction has been passed over here to one of the agent for the code quality and architecture. The second one is for UI and UX. The third one is for monetization growth opportunity, and the fourth one is for security and performance. So it has now invoked all the subagents in parallel. Everything has been offloaded from the main context to the subagent context window. And this particular main thread is going to keep track of what exactly is happening with the subagents. And as soon as all the subagents starts completing their task, the main agent is going to aggregate everything for us, and the main agent is going to give us the final output. And same thing is going to happen here as well in the Claude. And it is going to launch this 4 audit subagents in parallel. And it's saying 4 running tasks. So I'm just going to click on this. And here we can see the token consumption and the time consumption at the sub agents level. And this particular thread, again, it is going to be our main thread. So the final output is going to come from here. In the Claude, I can just click on this view transcript and I can just see like what exactly is happening. So this particular subagent is doing its own work, and once it is completed, again the main thread is going to give us the final output. Now the same command I have invoked it earlier, and it took around 15 minutes and 3 seconds just to complete this analysis. And in Codex, it is a bit different from the experience perspective if you compare it with the Claude. Whenever all these subagents have been invoked, Codex loves to name all the subagents. So if I want to do something, I can just click on the subagents and it can just show me actually whatever has been done just to complete the analysis. But once everything has been done, then it's going to give us a final picture like this. So we won't be having all the intermediary message, whatever we do see as of now. And it is just going to give us a final summary because I have asked this to create HTML dashboard report as well. So it's going to give me a report like this. By default, it's going to open in the in-app browser. If I just click on this, then it's going to open in this external browser as well. And this is the final output which is going to come. Rather than looking at the text, I have asked is to create an interactive dashboard. So I can just see, okay, what is the gap? So I can see the critical, high, and medium. So it has just segregated it out into these 3 categories. And here, if I just click on any of the things, then it is just going to give me the detail, the evidence, impact, and the recommended next move. So it hasn't been segregated based on the subagent task, but everything has been aggregated by the main agent, and the main agent is giving this final output. Now, we can compare the same report with Claude. So in this case, we can see like Claude has also completed this run. It just ran all these 4 agents in parallel and created a dashboard for us. So let me just go ahead and navigate to the dashboard which Claude has created. And here also you can see it has followed the given instructions. And it has defined the top 10 action items. Obviously, the report layout is a bit different what Codex has generated, but ultimately we can see, okay, what has been picked up as part of our critical action item. And in this case, you can see it has just denoted there are 3 critical areas, 7 high, 13 medium, and rest of the things. So here it has just provided what is critical, the information, and then what exactly we can do to fix it along with the code reference. So you can clearly see like this kind of reports can be created very easily just using the Codex and Claude and utilizing the subagents. So similar formula you can apply on your project, invoke the subagents, generate a report, see okay what are the critical action item, and then again you can pass this report to your coding agent for the fix. So that's all what we have in this video. Thank you for watching.